Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to with Zayn podcast episode 3. So in my last episode I remember talking about a lot of things, but there was this one thing that I mentioned, my relationship with my writing, how it's been evolving, right? Well, now it's kind of like reached another level. It's evolved into the next level because now I'm just so much in love with my writing. I have fallen deeply in love with my work now, madly, passionately in love with my work, my writing, my books, and I fucking love it. It's just been so long. I've missed this a lot. Now that it's happening, every spare moment I get, I'm thinking about my books and what is the next thing that I have to work on regarding my books, right? And it's starting to feel like there are not enough hours in a day or night in order to get all the stuff done that I want to get done. Right? So that's how it's been lately. And it's fucking amazing because it's been a while. It's been more than a year since I've felt this way regarding my writing. I have to force myself to stop. I have to talk to myself to give my brain and my body a rest because once I start working, I'm just so engrossed in it. I don't feel like stopping. And I'm enjoying myself a lot. It's become so addictive in a very good way. But still, too much of it is not a good thing because you need rest, right? Your body and your brain needs rest, and then you gotta give that to yourself. So that's the only reason I stopped working. But otherwise, I could just keep going like a fucking machine. It's just it feels that good now. So yeah, that's what's going on with my writing lately. Not just writing, but also the other parts, the marketing and promoting, designing covers. There are a lot of things to do, and I'm just really invested in it at the moment, putting in a lot of time and energy. It's very fulfilling. I hope that I can keep going like this. So, in this podcast episode, I just finished having my dinner and I was lying around relaxing after a full day of working, and I thought, why don't I just record something for my next episode? So it's gonna be all casual and stuff, and my ADHD is pretty much under control these days as well. So this isn't gonna be very messy. I just want to talk about my writing, how amazing it feels now. Everything is just really good at the moment, and I want to talk about the book that I'm working on. I'm working on several at the same time. Depends on my mood, what I feel like writing. I think it's good to switch it up sometimes. It kills the boredom. If you get tired of working on one project, you you're not really you're feeling a bit stuck. So you can move on to the next. You can move to another one, and you can work on that for a while instead. And then sometimes that ends up inspiring you. So yeah, that's how I prefer to work. But the book that I'm planning to release next month, I'm recording this episode on 25th November 2025, and next month in December I intend to release this book. So the title of the book is called Wild. The title is Wild, and it's supposed to be part of the Deviant series. I talked about the Deviant series, the book Deviant, in my last episode. It was the taboo MMF romance, right? So this is supposed to be book 2 of it. So the thing about this book is that it's MFF. So there's one male main character and two women. So it took me a while to really decide to publish this trope because most of my fans and readers, they prefer to read MMF, which is two guys and a girl. So they're not a lot of them. I'm not exactly sure at the moment, but judging from the kind of stuff that my fans like, they are not so keen on there being more than one girl in the story. They don't really want the guy to be with more than one woman. But I really want to write this because Yeah, it's so hot. I think it's so hot. I've been wanting to write this for a while now, and then I made it forbidden because the main guy gets involved with his cousin, and the other one is his best friend, his childhood best friend. So, two really interesting tropes that I wanted to write in a forbidden romance, and this is it. This book, Wild. This is where I just let myself go. I just let my imagination run wild. This book is pretty wild, so the title is just perfect. It's got humor in it. It's got loads of drama. I've just missed writing drama in my stories, and my life currently does not have a lot of drama. Usually, my life is pretty dramatic, but at the moment, things are very calm, very peaceful. And then that part of me that loves drama is looking for some drama. So I decided to find it in these books, my stories, the stories that I work on. Sometimes when I want to feel and experience something, I'm not able to live it in my reality. I tend to explore that with my writing, with my books, and then that helps. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Um, Also, I do not intend to emotionally wreck my readers with this book. Some of my stories end up emotionally wrecking my readers, but this is not it. This is supposed to be pure entertainment. I don't want it to be dark or painful or angsty. This is a bit of angst in it, but it's just pleasurable to write this, and I think reading it would be pretty pleasurable for my readers as well. That's the vibe that I'm going for, and I hope that I can nail it. So it's been a while since I've written this type of book. I think my last release was pretty angsty, pretty dark and painful. So this is quite a change. I started writing this book around May, June of 2025, and I remember having a lot of fun. But then there was something happened, and I had to put a stop to it. But now I'm loving it again. I'm continuing it, and I'm about 60% done. So the MFF trope, just to clarify, I don't know if those two females will be interacting in a sexual romantic manner in this story. I'm not really sure about that part, but both of them will be definitely be getting sexually romantic involved with the guy, and I'm very excited about it. I personally love to read this stuff and write this stuff. I love this trope. I want to write more books where there's one guy and he's with more than two women. A lot of girls, female readers, they love to read reverse harem. What do they call it these days? Why choose? Why choose? Yeah, that name. So a lot of readers like that, but I want to write it for guys. I want to write it. I want to write it in such a way that there's one male main character and there are a lot of women. So it's not a reverse harem; it's just a harem. And oh fuck, there will be something. So probably will write it. My audience is mainly women who don't want their main characters to be with more than one woman in the book, and that complicates things. I don't really like to disappoint my readers, but also when you are a creative, what is happening with my tongue? When you are a creative, when you are a writer, you have so much freedom to explore different themes and scenarios through your books, right? So you should just go for it. I love to write like this, without fear, without restriction. I don't like to restrain myself, um, put boundaries on myself as to what I should or should not be writing. I don't like to do that. I think that happens so much these days. There's so much censorship. Why can't I say this word? There's so much censorship. Okay, everybody's just, they read one thing that offends them in the book, and okay, I'm not gonna talk about this. I stay, I may love drama, But I do not like drama that happens in the bookish spaces, in the book community, in the publishing industry. I just stay far away from this. I don't like this at all. I like to be positive and fun and happy. I like this. And I prefer to surround myself with the same sort of vibes, same kind of people. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk about this. I'm just saying that for me personally, I love to write whatever the fuck I wanna write. I don't wanna think about what everybody's gonna say or how it's gonna come across. I don't wanna think about this because I grew up reading books where there were just so many, well, let's say, quote unquote, questionable themes in the books. It just opened my mind up to so many possibilities. I really enjoyed reading it. I never took any of it personally. So, yeah, that's the kind of books that's the kind of writer that I want to be. Just want to write about whatever the fuck I want to write about. I don't want to care about how someone will react to it. I don't want to be afraid when I'm writing something, when I'm creating something. When I'm creating something, it's that creative energy. There is no place for fear inside that. Fear just does not enter the equation whatsoever. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about tonight. Okay, how amazing my writing has been going, and this book, Wild by Z.S. Storm, expected to be released next month, December 2025. And I just hope, if you are a reader of mine and you're listening to this, please give it a shot. If you don't read FF in your books, if you don't like reading about the guy being with more than one female main character, please just open your mind up to these things and just enjoy the ride. Just go for the ride. Yeah, okay. Good night from Fiji.